Hey guys.
Hi.
Come on. This is Jennifer. Some of you know her, some of you don't. So we're pretty excited right now.
Yay.
We literally just had a huge end to the month. Month to the end? End of the month.
End of the month.
End of the month.
Tomorrow's the last day of the month.
Tomorrow's the last day of the month. So here's what happened. How did I turn a $6 investment into $15,800? I took a $6 B lead a few weeks ago, and I door knocked it. The guy answered the phone. He answered the door. Nice, beautiful house, custom-made built house. Beautiful, gorgeous place in this place called Sellersville, Pennsylvania, in Bucks County. Young guy, school teacher, married, 2 kids. 2.5-year-old little boy and a infant little girl. His wife's name is Katie. His name is Nathan. Comes to the door and he says, the guy was just here 2 weeks ago and I bought the mortgage protection. And I said, that's interesting because I found that a lot of people here in Bucks County, they got life insurance. You could be in it, babe. Come on over. Everybody already sees my face all the time. Let them see your face. They see me all the time.
I just got back from a pumpkin patch.
She just come back from the pumpkin patch. And so I literally was like, I felt like everybody in Bucks County kept getting life insurance, but they were looking for mortgage protection. So what were you looking for? Mortgage protection or were you looking for life insurance? And he goes, well, I think I was looking for mortgage protection, but I think that's what I had. I said, listen, I have a little bit of time before my next appointment. Why don't I go ahead and take 2 minutes, grab the policy, I'll review it. If you have mortgage protection, I'll be on my way. But if you have life insurance, we may need to talk a little bit more. Why are you not in this?
That's right.
And so literally, he went and got the policy. His kids are running around, beautiful house. Wife comes down, I meet her, we sit down at the table, and I wind up replacing a $250,000 term life policy with $250,000 in mortgage protection with living benefits term life. He then decides that, based on our conversation, he really likes the concept of an IUL. He's not too keen on his insurance that he has through the school system, even though he has a pension. And his wife is a stay-at-home mom. Well, through our ERS system, emergency response system, I was able to, number one, write another policy on a neighbor. But more importantly, I was able to come back and I wrote an IUL on him. And then he started doing more ERS with me, and he referred me out to his parents. And his dad is a financial guy. He's been in finances for 25 years. His dad actually he works around the corner from me, but they live in York, PA, which is about 2.5 hours away. And here's what I did tonight, Friday night at 9 o'clock. I just did a Zoom call, face-to-face with the parents. And I spoke to the father through email first. Then we spoke on the phone in length for about 45 minutes. Again, he's a financial guy. And we talked about different things. He just recently, over the last year, himself and his wife acquired a $250,000 policy. They already had $250,000 from 30 years ago that's about to expire in 2 years. And he just kind of felt like he wanted more. He knew that there were other products out there, but he couldn't find anything on the market. And his own financial planner had nothing for him, he said. This was his exact words to me tonight. He had nothing for me. But I explained the concept of the IUL. I sent him some information by email. And then we had planned to do the appointment tonight. We started at around 7 o'clock. Zoom call, him and his wife, Helene. And ultimately, I had already had the illustrations ran. And I knew exactly how much money he was putting into his 401k, how much money was in his 401k, what his employer matches. I had asked him some qualifying questions. I asked him the same things about his wife. And what we determined is that it made the most sense for him to keep a small portion that his employer continues to match, but redirect the rest into a tax-free retirement plan. And we took what was originally going to be $250,000 in life insurance for him, up to $261,000 with a retirement income that completely, over the next 9 years, blows away anything that he was putting into his 401k. Same thing with his wife, Helene. She works in healthcare. She does a 403b. It's a nonprofit. And we did the same thing for her. And the moral of the story is that, number one, there's gold in those bee leads. Gold. Number two, if you have posture at the door, it was a $6 lead. When you have posture at the door and use the scripts that we're using, it'll get you in the door for multiple streams of income, not just one. And the third tip is do the emergency response system. Go to Mike Schless's training that he did a few weeks ago at our boot camp and rewatch those stories that he tells over and over and over again, because ultimately this is what led to me being able to take a $6 lead and return it into a $15,800 investment. Okay, payoff. Here's the other thing I'll share with you. I'm going back on Tuesday to see Nate, and I'm going to do another IUL on his wife who's a single mom at home, because God forbid something happens to Nate. She's going to get insurance money, right, as a beneficiary, but that's only going to be for her to be able to maintain the house, pay off the house, and do only a certain amount with the insurance money. She's going to need retirement income for herself. Right now she has nothing. And so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that for them as well. And then we're going to do more ERS while I'm there, because he has another neighbor, and he has all the guys that he coaches basketball with, and he has school teachers and so on and so forth. So guys, I want everybody close the month strong, have a great weekend, and understand that we have got a phenomenal opportunity here for you to change the path for you and your family from a financial standpoint and put you on a path of financial freedom. I don't use that word loosely. I'm not saying it as a quote-unquote, like one of those terms that somebody gets up on stage and they talk about, we can create all. I'm telling you, I am not a financial guy. Anybody who knows me, I don't have a degree in finance. I don't have a degree in financial services. I'm just a guy who has been paying attention to Mike Schless. I'm paying attention to what's happening with the other great agents around us and how they're absorbing the information. And what I can share with you is, if you stay committed, you do the work, you're persistent, you have faith, pray you never quit. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing everybody at our training that we have coming up November 3rd in Philadelphia, where we're going to teach you everything that I just talked about and more. See you then.